Hey everybody, Gina DeLuca here. Alright, so in the last video I used a series of earth tone colors by request. I did a sink strainer pour and got a boatload of cells, even though I only used the DecoArt pouring medium. So I'm going to do a straight pour using those same colors, but I've added some Floetrol to those colors, which are DecoArt Burnt Umber, DecoArt Warm Beige, and because these are both matte, they should sell. I have Old Gold by Artist Loft, Copper by Artist Loft. I have a mix of white and gold, and it's the Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White. Alright, let's put some paint in a cup. Now, a lot of these colors are opaque, so generally whichever one is the opaque will be the one that will fall to the background, but there are several opaques here. My guesstimation would be that it's going to be the mix of gold and white that will fall to the background. This sounds really loose. Let me spray this with some water. Tighten that up so it doesn't sag in the middle. It tightens up really quickly. There we go. When it starts to sound like a drum, you're good to go. Alrighty, so let's see. I'm going to start with white. This is a 12 by 12 canvas, so I would need about 5 ounces of paint. 5.5. I think I'm gonna do I may actually do this as a true gradient, and that looks thick. The DecoArt pouring medium gets thick really quickly. So if you happen to overmix it, you can just let it sit. It'll thicken up. I will do gold. I'm going to have more paint than I need. Okay, that color is sinking. That is a good sign. That usually means that will make cells. Copper. And the burnt sienna, which I suspect will sink. And it does. Or burnt umber, whichever one that was. So we will get some brown cells. Don't know if that'll be a good thing or not. We shall soon find out. Now that is almost 6 ounces of paint. That is what I would need to cover this canvas, but must still put down a base coat. This will help you slide that paint around and get good cells and composition. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want the surface of your canvas to be covered and wet. Otherwise, when you pour, the paint that is on the bottom of your pour will stick to the canvas because the canvas is dry and something needs to adhere to it. And then the paint that is on top will roll over top of that, and you will lose any rings if you're going for a ring pour. You will lose cells. And a lot of times some of the best cells that you get happen on the edge of your pour. And if your paint is covering up your edges because it rolls over it, well, you're bummed. Okay, I think I may have had a little too much gold mixed in with my gold and white mixture. It doesn't go on quite as smoothly, but we'll make do. Let's make a mess, shall we? Let's put this. This looks thick. And I see lumps coming out, probably from the DecoArt that had started drying on the edge of the cup or the stick. Let's pop some bubbles. In a straight pour, the more you stretch your paint, the more cells you will get. So I kind of want to move this a bit, especially since it's kind of thick. It's going to need a little more motion than usual. And I can see here is the brown. Hiding underneath. All right, we're gonna have to lose some of this to get a good stretch. And again, the more movement, the more cells you will get. And I can see this brown under here, so I know if I keep manipulating this, I have a feeling if this were just Floetrol, this thing would be nothing but cells right now. Well, I think in order to maximize this stretch, I'm gonna have to lose some of this. All right, I'm gonna let this sit for a bit, see what else happens. Okay, here it is. It's been sitting for about 15-20 minutes. More of those brown cells have popped up and those beige cells. The two that I had figured would definitely sell up did. It's all right. I think the DecoArt pouring medium got thick, and it kind of hinders. Usually I would get copper cells as well, but that didn't seem to happen this time. The copper didn't sink. I think it was just too thick. All right. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Check out my description box under the video for links to my website, my PayPal tip jar, and my Amazon store. Anything that you purchase when you enter through the Amazon store, I make a small commission of at no additional cost to you. So when you do your Amazon Christmas shopping, do think of your girl. All right, you guys, that's it for me for today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go make some art.